Welcome to the Compliance and Pricing Training module of the FAS Catalog Platform, or FCP, Vendor Training Series. In this module, we will discuss what is the C&P report and when is it returned, how to read the C&P report, and how to respond to the C&P report, including performing a quick update, manually revising the product file with C&P data, uploading the final product file with C&P data and submitting to eMod, and resubmitting during the return for edits workflow. The C&P report is an on-demand market research and analysis report delivered automatically by the FCP in response to vendor-initiated contract modifications. A C&P report is returned for 3 product action types in FCP: add products, change products, and baseline products. A C&P report is not automatically generated for PPT files that are submitted in FCP. The CSCO will continue to run a market research report for anything submitted via the PPT. The C&P report is returned to the vendor in a new section labeled Compliance and Pricing Report after the product file passes all automated validations as a way to aid the vendor in developing a competitive and compliant submission to the CSCO. Vendors have the opportunity to update their product file based on the C&P report prior to uploading their final product file to submit to eMod and the CSCO. The C&P report results are provided in 2 formats to the vendor. The first is in a C&P report that is generated and returned within each product file submitted and is labeled Product File with C&P. The second format is an on-screen market research summary, which aggregates all compliance information across all files if there are multiple. Market research processing time is dependent on both the size of the product file and the volume of report processing in progress. Most transactions are completed within 2 business days. However, it may take longer. Do not resubmit the file before results are received, as resubmissions will negatively impact processing time. If the system does not return C&P report results, for instance, no market research found, then the vendor will still be able to submit the product file through for CSCO review. In this case, the vendor can add market research as a supporting document in eMod and indicate such on the product file. In the Vendor Review Compliance and Pricing Report section, if market research identified products with compliance flags, then the count of products associated with each issue type displays underneath the files. To view more information about the issues identified, either view the on-screen market research summary via the Review C&P Results Summary button, or download the Compliance and Pricing Report Excel file. Press the Review C&P Results Summary button to view the on-screen market research, which aggregates all compliance and pricing data across all product files. The Review C&P Results Summary page contains the same summary information present in the C&P Report Excel file, including market threshold status and pricing information, market threshold status breakdown information, and issues of concern. Going back to the action, we can download and view the product file with C&P data to view more information regarding the market research. A new tab labeled Results Summary in the product file contains a breakdown of the market research results, and the Products tab contains several new C&P generated fields that are highlighted in green. The C&P report contains the following types of market research: supplier authorization flags, prohibited product flags, potential Made in America misrepresentations, essentially the same or ETS as Ability One, Javits Wagner O'Day or JWAD Act products, Trade Agreements Act violations, government and commercial pricing metrics, and transaction pricing metrics. If no market research was found, this could be because the enrichment provider was unable to find the product. In the Products tab, products are sorted in priority order. Products that exceed the market threshold are listed first, and then ordered by the demand-weighted index score. Vendors should prioritize the products listed first when acting upon C&P results. To respond to the C&P report, vendors can either manually update their product file to address compliance flags by line item, perform a quick update to address compliance flags in bulk, or a combination of both. When revising the product file prior to submitting to the CSCO, vendors should remove products that are flagged as non-compliant, add inline comments in the product file for any products being submitted with lingering flags, and adjust pricing based on market research returned. At this point, vendors cannot add new products to the product file. If any products were originally submitted with the incorrect manufacturer name or manufacturer part number, then the vendor will need to remove the action and restart. During the baseline products action, vendors should submit previously awarded pricing, and pricing flags should not be addressed. If a vendor wishes to update their pricing based on C&P info, they can submit a subsequent change action following the publication of the baseline products action. The quick update process is an optional process that allows vendors to easily address issues with their submission. After performing a quick update, FCP generates 2 files for each product file originally submitted. These 2 files are a proposed product file with updates and a proposed removals file. The proposed product file with updates will contain all products that did not have flags, and any products removed via quick update will not be in this file. If the vendor opted to address Made in America flags by replacing country of origin with the inferred country, this file will also contain the updated country of origin. The proposed removals file will contain any products removed during this quick update process. Both the proposed removals file and the proposed product file with updates file are only suggested. The original C&P report is preserved on the action. The quick update process is available to the vendor during the review compliance and pricing report phase, and if the CSCO returned the action for edits. To perform a quick update, from the FCP action, vendor review compliance and pricing report section, press the Review C&P Results Summary button to view the on-screen market research. Review the issues of concern to verify which compliance flags were returned. Here we have 1 no market research found, 2 within market threshold low outliers, and 1 potential Made in America misrepresentation. Press the Perform Quick Update button. In the modal that displays, in the Select the Category of Products to be Removed field, review and confirm the compliance flags. A checkbox displays for each compliance flag, though there may be additional compliance flags listed in the C&P report Excel file, for example, letter of supply. If you would like to automatically remove all products within some or all active compliance flags, then select the appropriate compliance flags. Here I will select No Market Research Found and choose to leave the within market threshold low outliers in my product file. In the Select the Action for Potential Made in America Misrepresentation field, review and confirm the desired action for how to handle products with a different inferred country of origin from what is listed in the country of origin field. No action leaves the products that fall within this issue type alone, and the originally submitted country of origin stays as is on the proposed product file with updates file. Remove corresponding products from updated product file, removes any products with an MIA flag from the proposed product file with updates file, and adds them to the proposed removals file. And the Replace Submitted Country of Origin for Review option replaces the submitted country of origin with the inferred country of origin, and this updated information is listed in the proposed product file with updates file. Note that if the inferred country of origin value is unknown, then no changes are made. The vendor will have to manually remediate products with any unknown inferred countries of origin. Here, we'll select Remove Corresponding Products from the updated product file. After making your selections for both fields, press the Apply Update button. The modal closes and the FCP action displays. While the action works to generate the two new suggested files, the FCP action status changes to Market Research Streamed. When the quick update process is complete, the action status changes to C&P Report Available pending vendor upload, and up to two new files are visible in the Vendor Review Compliance and Pricing Report, Compliance and Pricing Reports with Quick Updates section. The proposed product file with updates file, which when opened, displays the originally submitted products with the selected quick updates performed, either the products within a certain compliance flag removed, and/or replacing the country of origin information for the MIA misrepresentations. The Results Summary tab of this file also displays the revised market research summary based on the quick updates performed. The vendor can use this file to make additional modifications if needed, including adding inline comments to include justifications for any products with remaining flags for the CSCO to review. The other file available is the Proposed Removals file, which displays all products that were removed via the quick update. Note that if a vendor is processing a change products action, the products removed during the quick update process are only removed from the action. The products would still be available on the catalog. If these products need to be removed from the catalog, then the vendor could download this proposed removals file to use as the basis for a separate delete products catalog action. The vendor can repeat this quick update process as many times as desired. When performing a quick update, FCP always performs the quick update against the originally returned market research. For instance, if we wanted to make a second quick update and wanted to add on to our first quick update performed, we would select the same compliance flags from our first quick update again, and then select the additional flags we wanted to remove. For our first quick update, we removed our No Market Research Found products. So for the second quick update, I'll reselect No Market Research Found and add on the Within Market Threshold Low Outlier selection. For the potential MIA misrepresentation, for our first quick update, we had removed those corresponding products from our product file. For the second quick update, I'll choose to replace the submitted country of origin for review with what market research had inferred. Press the Apply Update button to start the same process of generating two new suggested files. When the second quick update is complete, the compliance and pricing reports with quick updates files are replaced with the newly generated quick updates files, reflecting the latest selections. The Review C&P Results Summary page will always show the originally returned market research. However, the proposed product file with updates that is generated after performing a quick update displays the revised C&P data based on the quick update performed. If the vendor manually edits this proposed product file with product updates to include other updates and submits that file, then the final market research based on vendor revisions would display in eMod and in the CSCO Make Determination section. Even if the vendor underwent the quick updates process, manual updates to the product file may still be needed. In the Products tab, update the product data to remediate any other applicable compliance flags. If submitting a product with a lingering flag, then enter a justification in the vendor comments column for the CSCO to take into consideration with their review. Once revisions to the product file are complete, the vendor can proceed with uploading the final file to submit to eMod and to the CSCO. If the vendor had performed a quick update in FCP, then the vendor Submit Catalog Action section will be enabled. If the vendor is not performing a quick update, then press the Reviewed Skip to Next section button to enable the Vendor Submit Catalog Action section and proceed with the next step. In the Vendor Submit Catalog Action section, upload the product file with compliance and pricing data into the FCP action. Enter an optional comment for the CSCO. Check the confirmation field that you understand the final product file will be submitted to eMod and you will not be able to make further changes, and then submit the file back through automated validation checks. If a validation error is thrown, an error report will be generated for the vendor to review and remediate. Once the product file is submitted to eMod, the system sends an email to the vendor indicating the modification is ready to review and process within eMod. And the action status updates to requires vendor action, vendor must submit to CSCO in eMod. After the product file passes automated validations, FCP performs the following during the submission to eMod. FCP regenerates the market research results based on the updated information provided by the vendor. The Results Summary tab will reflect any updated market research compared to what the vendor updated. This information is visible in the file that was submitted to eMod. FCP also automatically submits the product file with market research to the associated eMod modification. eMod has a file size limit of 100 megabytes, so if the file exceeds this size, the system will automatically split the file to fit within this limit. FCP also renames the product files. This naming convention indicates that this is a product file under a change action that was submitted on November 13th, 2023 at 5:23 in the afternoon for FCP action ID 173103 under this contract number, and that this is one file out of one total product files. The product file in eMod contains the final market research summary in the Excel file. Complete the rest of the modification in eMod to submit the modification and the action to the CSCO. After the modification is submitted in eMod, the same product file with revised C&P data is also visible in the FCP action in the CSCO Make Determination section. Here, a link also displays to take the user to the finalized on-screen market research summary, which aggregates the final market research results across all product files, if there are multiple. Please note that during the Return for Edits process, where the CSCO returns an add, baseline, or change products action back to the vendor for revisions, the same upload and submission steps should be followed. If applicable, perform a quick update. Revise the product files as needed. Upload the revised product files to the FCP action. Include an optional comment to the CSCO. Check the I understand checkbox. And press the Send Files to eMod button. This begins the file validation process. If any errors are identified, then error reports will be generated for the vendor to review and remediate. Wait until the validation and submission to eMod process is fully complete to then review and submit the mod in eMod. FCP sends an email notification to the vendor when the product files are available in eMod and the mod is ready for review. Please note that if the mod in eMod is submitted before FCP finishes this file submission process, then a system error will occur. While FCP only displays the most recently submitted product files, the mod in eMod displays both the originally submitted product file and the most recently submitted product file. Time for a knowledge check. True or false? The vendor can skip running the C&P report if they want to. This is false. The C&P runs automatically once the product file passes all error and validation checks. After the baseline products action is published, what actions can you take after reviewing the C&P report during the adds or change products actions? Delete items, lower pricing, correct data entry issues or incorrect attributes, add comments to provide context for the CSCO, all of the above or none of the above? The answer is all of the above. Based on C&P report results, the above actions should be taken before submitting the file to eMod and the CSCO for review. True or false? The vendor must perform a quick update in order to submit their product file to eMod. This is false. The quick update process is optional. If the vendor does not need to perform a quick update, then press the Reviewed Skip to Next Section button on the action to move on to the next step. Note that a quick update can still be performed after pressing this Reviewed button. True or false? The vendor must wait to submit their modification in eMod until FCP sends a notification that the product file has been sent to eMod. This is true. When the vendor uploads their revised product file with C&P information to submit to eMod and the CSCO, FCP performs data validations on the file. If validations pass, then FCP submits the file to eMod, which can take a few minutes to complete. The vendor should wait until this process completes before processing the modification in eMod. This includes during the return for edits process. This concludes the Compliance and Pricing training module. Thank you for watching.